They haven't met, which means that Chris has not violated the law in any way
No.
related
he
to
took
real
pictures
estate.
of my house, but I don't think I was there while he did it.
Is it weird for you to know that this man has been in your house?
Both of them, the last two?
Yeah.
No.
So Chris has
good.
been the photographer actually for my entire real estate profession. There are probably 5 to 7 homes that you were either not available because you're like the most popular photograph person in our market, or because I was like, this house does not need to be photographed to that level or degree
I don't
of
want to
detail.
give Chris my entire commission check on
Yeah.
this $100,000.
No. Well, this is the big thing about it. So pictures can change everything. And if you have just tuned in, the name of this episode is actually called Photo Magic. Poof, there goes all your money.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because photographs can change everything about not just the way the property is advertised, but also about the assumptions that you make as a buyer when you're doing it. So let's start out real quick and just find out a little bit about our friend. How did you get into real estate photography and create this massive reputation you have here in Central Arkansas?
Well, my first job out of college was as the creative director for Crawlex marketing department.
Nice. So you cried like a baby the first few years after college.
Exactly. So I think when they moved into Arkansas, they had like one office and like 25 agents. And I was in charge of helping them kind of establish their branding, their marketing. I taught photography classes for agents.
That's amazing.
In fact, a lot of their recruiting tools and marketing pieces they still use today. I designed like 20 years ago.
Wow.
So right out of college, I started doing that. And then I was there from probably 03 to 08, right when the market went down in 08. And I went out. I got a background in web design, digital marketing, SEO,
all the
graphics.
important stuff right now.
And so I went around to multiple other different companies, kind of in different, capacities, worked with them. And I had taken real estate photography for so long for some of these agents that when I left there, they're like, hey, can you still take my photos, And so between after hours and lunch breaks and stuff, I would still shoot for agents like on the side. And it got to be probably in the last 5 years, all of these boutique real estate companies started popping up left and right. Mm-hmm. And the franchises weren't as popular as they used to be.
This is like really cool for me to hear because I really thought that he busted in I knew we were at the same time sort of like going for that independent.
No, absolutely.
You were always
probably right when
to
you
me.
got into real estate is right when I went into photography full
Explains
time.
his success. I mean, basically.
Because you just put me on the map. But
you put my listings on the map, bro. They're not selling without your photos.
But I just started I was turning down more money. I can't go take your photos because I'm over here at my job making less money full time.
Yeah, and having less fun.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so it was like 1 week. I think I'd turned down more in a week than I made in a whole month, which, of course, you got to say, all right, am I going to do that all year long? Or is that just
especially after you see 8 and 9, too, because you're like, oh, well, this can change in an instant.
So it's kind of like that. Do I jump in full time? Do I not? And it just got to the point where it's like, all right, there's enough boutique real estate, enough agents that were reaching out to me. I was like, I got at least a steady clientele base. And then as soon as I did, man, I said, if I'm making so much money and doing so well at helping these other companies succeed, I was like, why don't I just take that and do it my own? I already know how to do that. I already know how to do web design. I already know how to do digital marketing, social media. And so I just went and just treated that like a business. Because there's a lot of good photographers in Little Rock, but none of them were actually treating it like a company. It was like something on the side. It was a good side hustle.
But you niched it so well too, because I know you've taken other photos, like other types of photography in generally in the past, and I've seen you take great pictures of your kids. But the point is, you're known as the real estate photographer now. Like for me, when someone says, who takes your pictures? 3Wire. I don't even think about it. So, and that's where a lot of agents are. So that's good timing, and you busted in and made a lot of good relationships.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, everybody loves Chris. He's like the one person you can have on your show that it's like, nobody hates this guy.
Right.